As I talk to different people, I realize different people have different definitions of codependency, but if the people who I see looking at themselves as codependent are beating themselves up too much. If you actually feel like you are codependent, there's a level of logical understanding about the situations that you need to come to, which then allows you to give yourself some grace. Because we can all sit here and say, oh, I should have been better at this, I should have been more proactive about that. But here's the reality: we're humans with limits, and that is normal. And you're not codependent for giving yourself away. You have been conditioned into systems that are vampiric or narcissistic, which haven't just only taught you to totally give yourself away to them, but they've put your survival needs, your bare bones basic survival needs at stake if you didn't give yourself away to them. That is the logical, actual reality of what is happening. So it's not just you're codependent, end of story. No. Something forced you into that, because it's not the normal way for a person to go. And I'm saying forced you. They threatened you and your family if you didn't conform to them, okay? That is literally what they did. And if you say otherwise, I would love to have a look at your situation. And I would find ways that they did that to you. Because that's kind of how society is run, for the most part right now. Now, might it put the power back into your hands to take care of yourself first, to set your boundaries, to be a warrior? Yes. But when we start thinking along those lines, we are missing one insanely significant part of the equation. Because the reality is that if you've read the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he mentions codependency, independency, and interdependency. And wherever you are on that spectrum, there are so many people who think themselves independent who are not, who are super dependent on tons of things that have brought them to the places that they are, and they're not realizing that. That's not the codependent situation necessarily, but in the codependent situation, it's a little different. If you think of yourself as codependent, it's almost like you're looking at others as independent, when that's not actually the case, okay? The other people are interdependent, you are also interdependent. We are social creatures, and in the Western world, we're trying to deny that. And it is normal to help others and to self-care. Both of those things are normal. Now, what happens, though, is wherever you are on the structure, and sometimes whenever you've been hurt, you might pendulum swing to another part of the structure, depending on how adaptable you are. In fact, I would say if you're more adaptable, if you've been codependent, you might swing really quickly to hyper, or trying to be hyper independent. And that's the go-to for a very adaptable person. But if you don't automatically do that, even after you've been hurt over and over and over and over again, by giving yourself away and helping others so much, because that's just your go-to, that's the pattern, that's how you feel like it needs to be, you might not be adapting as much, but there's a strength in you where you're holding on to how things probably should be more. We should be helping each other. The codependent seems to be actually the only one standing their ground firmly on the fact that we are all equal human beings and should be helping one another. And they do that to such a degree that they hurt themselves in the process.